Hey, good morning, guys. I'm hoping you can hear the sound of the birds outside. Ah, springtime. So amazing. Anyways, I've decided to remake the fourth menorah because I feel like God showed me a more excellent way. So, Shavuot 2023 begins Thursday evening at sundown, and it ends Saturday evening at sundown. And what else was I going to say? Oh, we're on the fourth menorah candle. The spirit is Adonai, or as I say, Jehovah. The church is Thyatira. The feast is Shavuot, and the creation day is the fourth day. So we're just going to go over those really quick. I have the scriptures ready, and this will be like a 5-minute lesson. So in Genesis 1, chapter or verse 14, he says, "And Elohim said, let lights come to be in the expanse of the heavens to separate the day from the night, and let them be for signs and appointed times and for days and years. And let them be for lights in the expanse of the heavens to give light on the earth, and it came to be so. And Elohim made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night, and the stars." Okay? I want you, our point of reference here, the way all of these are going to connect is they will be for signs for you. They will be for signs for you. Next, we're going to go to, and I will leave these. Whoa, my phone just went super dark. What's going on? I will leave these scriptures in the description below or the comment I'll leave them in the comment section. It's easier for people to find that way, I think. So in Exodus 20, what is the deal? In Exodus 20, Moshe gives the 10 words. Starting in verse 20, you can keep going. It's repeating. Exodus 34, Exodus 24, Exodus 34 chapters, he's giving the feasts and reminding of the 10 words, okay? But I'm going to take us specifically to Exodus chapter 31, starting at verse 12 and 13 says, "And Jehovah spoke to Moshe, saying, And you speak to the children of Israel, saying, My Sabbaths," plural, Sabbaths are plural there. I don't know why my phone is being so ridiculous today. "My Sabbaths you are to guard by all means, for it is a sign between me and you throughout your generations, to know that I, Jehovah, am setting you apart." So what we've seen there again is Jehovah saying that there is something that is a sign for us. Okay, next we're going to go to Acts chapter 2. Big jump. Acts chapter 2. And I'm going to start at verse 1, and I believe we'll read through verse 21 or so. "And when the day of the festival of Shavuot had come, they were all with one mind in one place." Let's stop there for a minute. Many translations probably will not reveal to you that this was Shavuot. This is a big deal because we see back in Exodus, if you go to those chapters I told you, you'll see in Exodus that Shavuot was when Moses gave the Israelites the 10 words. And after that, the Lord starts. Well, anyways, so he gives them what will be signs for them, right? So now you fast forward to Jesus has already ascended back into heaven, and he has told his disciples and others to go gather in this upper room. They gathered on Shavuot, and they were of one mind because they were there for the same reason, to celebrate Shavuot. All right, so moving on. Verse 2, and suddenly there came a sound from the heavens as of a rushing mighty wind, and it filled the house where they were sitting. And they appeared to them divided tongues of fire and settled on each one of them. And they were all filled with the set-apart Spirit and began to speak in other tongues as the Spirit gave them to speak. To speed this up, I'm going to jump to verse 16. But this is what was spoken by the prophet Joel. No. And it shall be in the last days, said Elohim, that I shall pour out my Spirit on all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. And also on my male servants and on my female servants I shall pour out my Spirit in those days, and they shall prophesy. And I shall show wonders in the heavens above, and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood before the coming of the great and splendid day of Jehovah. And it shall be that everyone who calls on the name of Jehovah shall be saved. I find it interesting that here, not only has he come with another sign and covenant between his people, but that he again mentions the sun and the moon. So far we see sun and moon, which are signs. We see covenant, which are signs. Then we see the Spirit of Jehovah come on his people and again reveals to them what will be signs to them concerning in the sun and the moon. And I think it's really neat that we are watching this connect as we go. We're going to finish in Revelation chapter 2, starting at verse 18. And to the messenger of the assembly in Thyatira write, this says the Son of Elohim, who has eyes like a flame of fire and his feet like burnished brass. I know your works and love and service and belief and your endurance. And as for your works, the last are more than the first. But I hold against you that you allow that woman Jezebel, who calls herself a prophetess, to teach and lead my servants astray, to commit whoring and to eat food offered to idols. And I gave her time to repent of her whoring, and she did not repent. See, I am throwing her into a sickbed, and those who commit adultery with her into great affliction, unless they repent of their works. And I shall slay her children with death, and all the assemblies shall know that I am the one searching the kidneys and hearts, and I shall give to each one according to your works. And to you I say, and to the rest in Thyatira, as many as do not possess this teaching, and who have not known the depths of Satan, who have not known, as they call them, I am not putting on you another burden. But hold fast to what you have until I come. And he who overcomes and guards my works until the end, to him I shall give the authority over the nations, and he shall shepherd them with a rod of iron, as the potter's vessels shall be broken to pieces. I also have received from my Father. And I shall give him the morning star. He who has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the assemblies. So again, I found it very interesting that that word star showed up again. That to this specific church or generation, he's saying that he'll give him the morning star. Interesting that that's where we started and it's where we end. I would definitely encourage you to go look deeper if you don't know anything about spirit of Jezebel. Is that what he says? You've allowed that woman Jezebel. Train going by. Where is it? He's honking at us. Causing his people to eat food offered to idols. How many of us still take that seriously today? Do you ever go into a restaurant where they clearly have Buddha or Hindu statues there? In my mind, that's what's going on there. You know, like, as Christians, often you will bless your food or thank Jehovah for your food, right? Or Jesus, however you pray. But these people serve other gods that they're giving credit to. But I do believe there's something deeper behind that, because he says those who commit adultery with her. So he feels like there's a divided allegiance or divided obedience in their body. So even though they're proclaiming Yeshua and doing great works in his name, there's mixture there. There's something off. There's something not right that he's not okay with. So again, let's all soul search and ask the Most High what's in our life that's not pleasing to him, that needs to go. I urge you to be a researcher. If there are things in your home, even things in your home or things that you're doing, use the internet to your advantage. Look up origins. Look up where these things originated from. Also, I recently learned about a book I would highly encourage every one of you to go get and read. It's called Come Out of Her, My People. I highly encourage every believer in Jesus, Yeshua, to go and get that book. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a great day. I love you all, and I hope you're super blessed.